listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last time on The Nasty Table.
Jesus, dude.
What?
We don't have time to kill, bro.
Well, fuck.
Bobby goes to the trailer park. We have Bobby at the trailer park.
We can shoot it. We can shoot it. Yeah.
Say Ronald Jordan Quinnen.
When do you want me to come down?
You always wanted to be a detective when you were younger?
I would love it. Little gumshoe. Sean Gossman, shot dead in Madison, Wisconsin. If anything, this is a falsification of records. Fraud.
But she has to come willingly.
2 days ago. Because this could make or break the case right now. So we had some time away from the table, but in that in-between time, we did play a one-shot. That was fun. It was actually really cool to play D&D again. Just got me thinking about D&D more and more. Because especially like after running that, I think I sent to you guys like the classes that I'm cool with running, and there's only like 3 or 4 class subclasses that like I really just don't want at the table. It's like the wild magic ones, and then the ones from the Matt Mercer supplement, which I don't really like those ones. But custom classes too that I put in there. Gunslinger was one of them. It's a subclass for fighter, and then Matt Mercer's Blood Hunter I put in there too. I don't know.
I'm glad we're back at this fucking table. I'm glad I'm back at this table. Did you guys play in the one shot? I know Chuck did.
I did.
You did?
I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
But I played Catan here.
Yeah, we did play Catan that other week.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god, Finn got robbed.
Oh, terrible.
You got robbed. That was bad.
Terrible. Damn.
That was really bad.
Are you guys gonna ask who won?
Who did?
Me! I won!
Whoa.
I shouldn't have won. He should have won. He was in the lead by so much.
And then we went like...
Everyone just started fucking him, and then like they forgot that I was like there too.
It wasn't even that I got fucked. It was just like, it was like 4 rounds around the table without an 8 rolled, and 8 was like the only way I could get anything.
Yeah. 8's one of the red ones too, right?
And I needed 1 brick. 1 brick and I would have beat Nick.
You had a chance to get it when you stole from me with the Baron. Or maybe it was a night card. But yeah.
Damn.
I had 2 chances.
Oh no, I was going to say something and now I forgot. Ooh.
That was a good one, too. That was crispy. That was.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something really important. Oh, yeah. Some of the complications from recording with D&D. We're going to have a lot to get used to if we do record D&D. Because, like, me getting up and drawing on the battle map and moving the minis, and I definitely have to use my shorter DM screen because it was kind of hard to see exactly what was going down, having to look up. I do have one that's about like half this height, so it shouldn't be as hard, but I mean we'll deal with it when we get there. And if it's hard to record and it comes out shitty, I don't really fucking care because I just want to play D&D. So whatever complications we run into will be attempted to be fixed, and if they are not fixed, they will be ignored, and I don't care.
Sweet.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Talk to me about these last 2 sessions because they were fucking heaters. Heaters.
That was found. The girl had 8 burn marks on her body. 3-inch by 6-inch, perfect rectangular kind of burns on her.
Yeah, and I described it as perfectly rectangular, not completely uniform, not like a stamp, but like the rough shape is rectangular. The edges are straight. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like each mark isn't identical to the last.
Yes.
Like a brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're all the same width.
Yeah.
Some vary in length a little bit, but not by much. So how do you think McDonald's is involved? Do you think Ronald is kind of like pulling the strings, or do you think he's more just like a passive kind of...
No, it's that fat fuck
Grimace.
It's that fat
On
fuck.
his birthday. You're really gonna accuse Grimace on his goddamn birthday? They didn't get any ballistics on it. They didn't test ballistics on it. They didn't really look into it that much. Just another murder. I mean, we're creeping up into that time period of, Fear City and this rampant crime rate that, like, the police force is spread thin, that they can't spend time to look into every single murder that isn't front page news, Did you know that the 1969 Minnesota Statutes and Penal Code has 648 chapters and 1,100 addendums?
No.
I learned that this week. I love you guys. I love you so much. And I want you to at least appreciate the amount of work that I put in. Because I did read most of that.
What?
The chapters aren't as long as you think. Skimming through it. Obviously, I didn't have to read the shit on, like, tax codes and stuff like that. But there is a lot. They did not publish one for 1970. But the 1969 to 1971, I read a decent chunk of it. This has been the hardest session I have ever prepared for in my history of DMing. But
Now imagine if we just fucking totally go
I don't
like
care.
left
I don't. I
field.
won't, because I know this now. I know this for the rest of my life. I will have a baseline understanding of the 1969 to 1970 Minnesota Penal Code.
You're trying
Beautiful.
try to subvert all your conversations into talking.
Yeah,
about
just
that.
like, so your eyes are so pretty. They remind me of section 19, subsection 24 of the Minnesota Penal Code. So, the four of you are gathered in the Violent Crimes Unit, mulling over your options as a press conference looms over your heads. With good reason to detain Nancy Gossman, it's around 10 a.m. Press conference at noon. Al Duke is supposed to show up at 1. What do you guys want to do?
Is the lieutenant with us?
He's in his office.
Okay, I'll walk over. Let's just get it rolling. I'll walk over and knock on his door, whether it's open or closed.
Yeah, it's open. And he looks up.
Hey, Lieutenant. Sorry, I'm excited to be back. All right. That's the truth.
Hey, Lieutenant.
Hey, Lieutenant.
Roy?
Quick question for you about, the discussion we just previously had.
Several seconds ago.
Yeah, a few seconds ago. Just a second thought about it, about, potentially bringing Nancy in. Also thinking maybe we could get a warrant for her, potentially.
Well, look, the way I see it is you guys go there, detain her, bring her in for questioning, see if she can give you anything. If I go for the warrant now, and then you get something that would help me when I go for the warrant, what's the point? So after you guys are done interrogating, I'll see what we can use with what we got.
How far are we trying to bend this?
How do you mean?
We just asked about a couple pill bottles?
No, obviously, I told you, what we need, the best possible thing for us is for her to give some sort of confession about what happened with her son. That's what we need.
Is that going to be admissible in court if we talk about something that we didn't bring her in for?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. No, just, you have her here. You get her behind the glass. That makes anybody nervous. So, you can get her talking. In the meantime, while you guys go out to round her up, I'm going to see if I can get in contact with the DA, start talking about charges, see what we can work out.
Sure. All right. Thanks, Lieutenant. I walk and turn around and I say, before we go and try to pick her up, how about we talk about questions? Because once we get our hands on her, we'll have a time limit.
Yeah, I agree. You guys know I'm not so good under pressure.
Well, I'll just start off by saying I'm not so sure how exposed I should be. I don't know if you're going to get her daughter, but I sure as hell don't want her to see me tipping anyone off, her saying anything about my identity. I don't know, she might get way more defensive than she already probably will be if she knows we were already snooping around and asking her daughter questions.
Are you, how comfortable are you with switching into another disguise?
Well, I was disguised when I
That's right.
saw the daughter, so if I'm in my uniform, it won't be an issue. But I'm just saying with the daughter, I don't know what we plan on doing with her, but let's keep her away from me. You know, if she recognized me even a little bit and says one peep, it could send Nancy totally off. I mean, she might already be off, but we got to play this safe.
I should imagine we have a closet full of fake mustaches for you to go to different disguises.
I have a bag of holding. It's just
Pulling out different the handlebar, the pencil.
I think though too that leaving this kid alone any more than she already is, her brother being gone, a couple other kids dead in this town, maybe we do just bring her in for protection if we have the mom for 24 hours.
yeah.
And in that time period we could still
Keep her away from me.
yeah. Is there anywhere we can, is there like a place that we can house her, or what usually happens in that situation if you're going to detain the only guardian?
Kid just stays at the house.
No, what's this? I forgot. It's been so long. Who's our
Charles?
No, who's our bitch police? What's Lang doing?
Lang! Shout from
Head
downstairs.
peeks out. You call for me?
Are you busy?
I'm always busy. Not busy enough to help you. What do you need?
We might need you for a maximum of 24 hours from about an hour from now.
I'll go start a pot of coffee.
Let's go.
When is that kid gonna hit his breaking point? You haven't been rolling for Aaron Lang.
I should be. I should be.
What
I'm
a fucking guy. I say that. What a fucking guy. Alright. No questions asked.
You're actually rolling.
He's good.
No, it's definitely not a pot of coffee. It's definitely like sniffles. And I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be good.
Blowing coke in the fucking...
Dude's been going for like 3 days.
Definitely is
straight.
doing coke, dude.
Coffee can't do that.
We're gonna need you for something just 24 hours.
That's light work.
Oh my god.
He's doing like meth on the clock. Like,
So he went back upstairs already?
Yeah.
Wow. Alright. What a fucking guy.
questions.
Yeah, questions. So,
I think we should ask about Bobby. And we don't even have to mention the daughter because we have that information from Charles. Confirmation that his car was there often.
That she has
That's
a.
what her...
We can say that we confirmed the make and model, and we have that car literally on the property right
so
now.
are we going to be 100% upfront with her at this point? Or
Not
are we-
100%, no. I don't think so.
What should we withdraw from her?
We just don't have to tell her every detail that we know. You know what I mean? Unless it comes up. I mean, I think we should say whatever we have and can say. Like,
Only
but
as
try if you can withhold. Don't like.
I mean, the final thing we should be bringing up is her son.
Yeah,
That's the
I
touchiest
agree.
subject. We get everything we need before we ask about her son.
We have multiple witnesses that know that there was a child in this house.
I
Can you
also
provide any evidence of where this kid is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think we should ask about Marcia. Ask if she knows her. See if we get anything from that. We probably will. I feel like.
Do we want to mention Marsha's name?
We
Why
can
not?
show her a picture
Yeah.
of her.
Do you know this woman?
How deep is she in here? I mean, to be fair, she
Marsha?
could. No,
Very deep.
No,
This
Nancy.
pertains to
She's
how much do we want
producing
to expose?
Yeah,
kids
that's
for
what I'm
them.
saying.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned,
You don't know if she's just the bottom though.
she
And they're just-
probably is.
they're
but
just-
still. Have you ever seen Marcia?
Yeah,
I
but
won't
that,
say Marcia, but
I'm saying that's where you get people to crack. If she's the one that is really just getting screwed in the
Well, if
situation.
you think Marsha, bringing up Marsha is going to make her crack, why wouldn't RJ make her tremble in fear.
Oh, no. I'm not saying bringing up Marsha's going to make her crack. I'm saying just bringing up Marsha because we only have her for 24 hours. Are we going to tell her our whole thing and then she's going to walk out of here and say, oh, I know exactly what the cops know?
I feel like Marsha herself knows that.
She doesn't know that we know what happened with her yet. She doesn't know that we know who she is yet. We don't know who she is yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if we just show her a picture.
That's
Do
true.
you recognize any of these
Well, that's
faces?
what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
we could act like we don't know who Marsha is.
We
Show
could
her the
act
picture
like
of
clueless
Bobby and her. Hey, we found this when Bobby died.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this woman? See what she says.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, why don't we show her some of the pictures from RJ's house?
Yeah, I mean,
can.
I'm saying, and then again, that's another mystery. They scrubbed that house clean, but they left those pictures. Why the hell were those pictures left?
Might have been in her.
I don't think that's a bad idea to show her those pictures.
Yeah, we can do that. So Bobby, Marsha.
See, that has me thinking. Then.
If it was
So-
intentional.
so-
They left it because how else would we try to communicate with people who they are? Show them those. That's the
left
identifier.
what?
You know what I mean? Like show your leads these pictures, and then they'll be instantly tipped off not to give you guys information. You know what I mean? Like
We could also say, I mean, they
That's-
couldn't even
right?
fully
Yeah,
burn.
right?
They couldn't even fully burn the picture of Dan Winters, though.
But that house
Like
was. These people are so clean the way they've been doing things. It just it feels like a. It feels like I don't know.
Yeah, but like the dude's car was wide open. Like he had to go. Whatever. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know if I would say they're fully clean. I mean, they leave a lot of shit behind.
they went through the boxes and everything. I don't know. It feels like a cartoon where they put like a big birthday cake under a box with a stick and a string, and they're just gonna pull it out from under us.
It is.
It's just, here's pictures of a bunch of pedophiles.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of
Yeah,
candy.
yeah. But I do think that it still is slightly possible that like they were running out of time, and then that's why the car was open. That's why not everything was in the fireplace. type
Yeah,
of shit.
something happened there.
Yeah,
Like for sure.
yeah. So
But then
The
you,
car
you
being
bring it back
running.
to it.
And,
Somebody knew. If you keep going back, okay. So what we knew they know was that we were in that storage locker because of the Lallman note. So they knew that we had the key to it. They knew that we found RJ's car and we went through RJ's car. So are they intentionally leaving this stuff?
that's the question. Are they intentionally leaving it, or do they just have no time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do they just have so little time that they don't have the time to get everything out?
No,
I don't think we know that yet.
I still think RJ was kidnapped.
I kind of do too, and I think that it was either
yeah.
Marsha.
I think
herself.
RJ is got himself a little fucked with
Yeah.
all this shit that's been going on. It's been spiking up because it clearly has been manifesting over the past year. They've had the storage locker. No, longer than that. Has it been 2? Year and a half or something like that?
Less than a year.
Oh, less than a year.
Almost a year. 3 months off.
But like
the
this
year.
has been brewing, and it's been popping off in the last, we'll say, 2 weeks or week. And maybe someone in this network that we have verified through who's our pedophile informant? What's his name?
Curtis Collins.
Curtis has verified that. Hell yeah, this is a network. Like this is absolutely a web of people. Like this is how they operate.
Yeah. Another thing is this. So, Ricky. Ricky's Nancy's boy, right?
Yeah, that's
And so we have chained, like, we have pinned Soup Boy with Ricky, right? So one thing that we can mention is like, we found this fucking Campbell's chicken noodle soup in the river.
Is that the angle that we want to go with? Like you explain, like, yeah, felt your kid sloshing around in a bag.
Yeah, like we have some bad
But
news
we don't
for
know.
you.
We don't know for sure though.
We don't. I mean, but still,
We can play that game though.
yeah,
Can
exactly.
we
If
know?
the thing is, we're trying to get a reaction.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole deal is
but I
like-
think we should go at that a little bit late. Like if nothing
I
else is
agree.
working, like
Yeah, I
try
Like,
and fuck with her.
Let's get her to incriminate the people that did this to her son, you know, and like that
Absolutely.
angle, like
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah, definitely.
we know you're a good mom, even though we know she's a piece of shit. Like you know what I mean, though? Like
yeah.
right,
No, absolutely.
you gotta You gotta fluff it up.
Like what you were saying too is that it's this web that we think is.
You bring her coffee in a #1 mom mug, like sliding across.
You still have one kid left. Good job.
Oh
She's got a nice red dress on.
She had a great dress on.
Must be doing good.
You didn't keep the gun in her room. But yeah, like you were saying, like having this web that we think is breaking down at this point, and they have so many people. Nancy seems like somebody that's maybe on the outside of it. That's the way to get in.
Yeah.
So then those are the deeper final questions that we want to ask her, but what about surface level shit? I guess we can show pictures of fucking, right, Marcia, well, not mentioning names, but just show images. Right? Just do you know this face? Do you know this person?
Yeah.
Any other
Yeah,
questions?
are we starting off with the why we are actually detaining her? Are we trying to get answers about this Sean? Why she's needed lung cancer medicine?
Yeah. Let's get her story first and
Yeah.
see what she gives us, and then we can just pick that apart, and we don't even have to do our whole routine until we are defeated. Right?
Absolutely. We have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Number one, though, I think we got to find her ass.
Yeah, she might not even fucking be there.
When I was looking through the medicines, was there a specific doctor like OBGYN that prescribed her this
It wasn't listed
prenatal?
on the on the form there.
There wasn't anything. There wasn't anything on the bottle that Jerry would remember.
Not that Jerry would remember. Jerry didn't even remember the medicine names.
Okay. How many hospitals are in Linwood?
It's a large hospital area. There's several very, very large hospitals, and it's also based off of, since Rochester is what Linwood is based off of, there's the gigantic Mayo Clinic, which is like one of the biggest hospitals in America.
And maybe she just did just go out to the store for a minute, and she's back at her trailer now. But
Also, this is all hinging on the fact that, or the idea that she's there and you will detain her.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, do we want to replace Trailer Park Woman with Nancy Gossman on here? All right, we can do it later. Fuck it.
Trailer Park Woman.
Yeah.
Do you want to give up the drawing that Joe did with the boobs?
I do like that.
I did
was
not
me.
do that. That was Chuck.
I like that one better.
Yeah, fair.
Look at the cans on her.
You trying to take a peek, Joe?
No, I'm just hanging out.
He's looking at booby girls on the internet. Looking at booby girls.
Would we know? So when you, I think it's definitely a thing now, but back in the 70s, if you had a child at a hospital, that kid would be on record, correct?
Birth certificate.
Okay, and birth certificate would show up for a kid still now. Like, I know we were looking up Ricky.
Yeah, if you find the birth certificate, not like a copy of it that's in any system.
Okay, so there is a chance that Ricky had a birth certificate
Yes.
that we just didn't come across.
Yes.
Okay.
Not in your records, but that exists somewhere.
Why would the
In the
birth
vast.
certificate be in our records?
I'm saying it wouldn't.
Okay, why would a birth certificate? It would never be in our records, really, unless somebody did like a.
I can't think of any reason that it would be.
Okay, so there is a chance that these kids were given birth to at a hospital and are still
Yes.
registered people, have
Yes.
a social security
you
number.
have you are
Okay.
yet to find proof of that, but it is.
Okay,
a
yeah, my
possibility.
thought was if she would be able to give birth to these kids at a hospital,
Yes.
and they wouldn't immediately be on record. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
These aren't 100% bathtub kids. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
So it's about 10 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, around then.
Okay, all right. I mean, I say we just we didn't just get back from the trailer park, right? Did the girl say that? Did the girl say where her mom was?
Don't think
No,
so.
she didn't.
Mm.
I mean, I guess we'd split up. I don't know if Ray wants to go back to the trailer park. Maybe you two check the hospital.
Yeah, I'll go to the hospital.
See if Nancy
I think
checked
that's
in there.
I think that's a pretty there's no reason they shouldn't be able to give those records. Like what? Like we are about to do some wellness checks on this child because all we have to do is just verify. Like we have reports of it. We have like confirmation from interviews that there's a boy was there and is not there, but we just need this document to, legally say we're like good to go. Like why? I don't know.
Roll law.
94.
Here's one hang up that you would know. Whether or not the hospital would give a fuck about it is an entirely different question. But this idea of a wellness check, this would not be handled by a police department. This would be handled by some sort of welfare, like public welfare organization.
Those existed in the 70s? They don't seem to give much of a fuck about kids back then.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go try.
And we also didn't ask Charles how she, or if he saw a car, anybody saw a car leave there today. We could ask the girl, did a car pick her up? Because this very pregnant woman couldn't have walked far.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's split. Let's two of us go to the trailer park. Two of us hit up the hospital. And let's do it. We got time.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time. So, I'll drive. How about Caleb? You and I head to the trailer park, pick her up. We definitely don't want Ray, showing up there in his police uniform. So
yeah,
cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So pair of detectives going to the hospital, and then sergeant and detective going to the trailer park. You guys head out. What car are Ray and Jerry taking?
Police car.
Police car with the radio?
Yeah.
You guys taking a police car with the radio too?
Yeah.
Okay. Making your way out. What hospital are you driving to? Because there's a couple in the area.
How many are there?
I'd say like 4 big ones.
The one closest to the trailer park.
Closest to the trailer park. I figured you were going to say that. So you make your way there. It's just like a general hospital. You guys follow each other for a decent amount of time before their car kind of veers off into the hospital. Park. Make your way in.
Mm-hmm.
Receptionist at the front desk.
Hi.
Younger girl. She's in scrubs. Are you in uniform?
No, but I have my badge pinned.
Showing visibly?
Yeah, and
Okay.
my
All right.
firearm at the side.
So she looks up. Can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm looking to inquire about some medical records on a pertinent case we're working on. You point me in the direction of someone I could talk to.
I can help you out here if it's something easy enough.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking into?
Me and my partner here are working on a case. It's involving a woman with a younger boy. We have a lot of eyewitness reports that he, was around. He was fine, and then for the past, I don't know what you say, Jerry, a couple weeks or
3
so.
weeks,
maybe even a month or
maybe
so.
more.
Yeah, he no one's seen him. No one really knows where he went. Like I said, we got eyewitness reports and interviews from people at the trailer park. Live at the trailer park. I'm here just because I just want to know if you guys have a birth certificate.
Sure, yeah. What's his name? I can look it up now.
Ricky?
Ricky?
Believe.
Yeah. Gossman is the last name.
Ricky's the first name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's Gossman. I mean, he was...
Gossman?
Yeah. About 10, plus minus
10,
a couple
12,
years.
13 maybe.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go take a look right now.
Thank you very much.
She stands up and goes into the back. Rather quickly, maybe like 2 minutes come by. She comes back. I don't have a birth certificate for Richard or Ricky Gossman.
Anything Gosman? Nothing. In that last name.
No. Not a birth certificate, no. And we only just have copies of people who were born in this hospital, only going back about maybe 15, 20 years.
And I don't need to know what it was or you saw nothing on a Gossman of that age, anything records. I like I said, we just need to know that
No,
he
for
existed.
a last name, no.
All right, well, I appreciate your help.
Sorry, I couldn't be more.
Oh, it's fine. You did all you could. Thank you.
You leave?
Yeah.
You guys pulling into the trailer park. You guys make your way to the foot of the kind of winding hill that goes up. What are you guys doing?
I say we just roll all the way up. We're knocking on doors as officers anyway, so
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
We have a reason to be here now.
Yeah, keep driving up until we get to the door.
Driving up, as the trailer park comes into view, you can see Charles is sitting next to his bonfire, which is unlit. Two other of the homeless people are hanging out there. You look over to the right towards the trailer of so much inquiry to see a pregnant woman hanging laundry. Her back is to you. You can just see her bump as she kind of turns from the right to look at the
I pull up my
To look
taser,
at
I shoot her in the stomach.
to look at the clothesline.
Cool. Yeah. So as we're pulling up, Charles to our left, right? I give him like,
He gives you a nod.
cool. Little salute. Yeah, pull up, get out,
Hmm.
right? You coming, Caleb?
Yeah, right behind you.
I shut the door hard enough where I want her to hear it. Right?
Okay. Yeah. She turns and sees you guys, sees your car, watches you guys as you guys approach. And then she makes a run for it.
Fuck. I start sprinting after
Her head kind of catches the top of the clothesline and she kind of like hits her head a little bit and keeps running. She's heading downhill towards the river.
Fuck. I shout like, ma'am, stop. You're not in trouble at all, ma'am.
She's running.
I'm sprinting as fast as I can.
Roll
Do you call your horse?
athletics.
Hi-ho, Silver! He's fucking like whistle.
Red Dead Redemption just spawns behind me.
You look up and Roach is on the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Sorry, what am I rolling?
You are rolling athletics. Caleb, what are you doing, if anything?
Do I see that he's going to be able to kind of... How far were we from her when she started running?
Maybe about 30 feet.
He's going to catch her, correct?
Yes.
Can I go back to the car and grab a
pregnant.
medical kit?
Yes.
Yeah.
63 on a 30.
63 on a 30. You kind of slip a little bit and your ankle kind of like rolls a little bit and your knee touches the ground and you're still a little sore from yesterday when you had Caper fall on you. So your knee kind of hits the ground and you lift yourself back up and keep sprinting after her and she is running still. At this point, the distance between you two is about 25. She reaches near like the edge of the water and makes a left. So now she's running parallel to the river upstream.
Okay. I just want to turn and look at Caleb and see what he's doing.
He's digging in the car. What are you doing?
I'm sprinting as fast as I can.
Roll athletics again.
Get her, Roy.
92 on a 30.
I rolled a 92 as well.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
You're still kind of close to her, but she kind of stumbles a little bit, and like you can see like her right foot kind of hit the water. She's barefoot at this point that you notice. She's still running as well.
Yeah.
Still chasing.
Yeah.
You have closed the distance quite a bit. At this point, you're probably about like 10 feet from her.
How is the pregnancy affecting her running?
She's running slower. That's why he's able to catch up.
I mean,
even
is it
without
like,
the
is she like huge?
She's got one hand kind of cupping the bottom of her stomach and the other one just kind of like hanging freely. Are you still chasing?
Yeah, I'm still sprinting.
Athletics one more time.
24 on a 30.
Let's go.
You tackle her.
Are you trying to tackle her?
No.
What are you trying to do?
If she is really leaning towards this river, I want to be on the side of the river, and I just want to be trying to grab onto her arm as carefully as I can.
Roll unarmed combat for me.
Jesus.
Christ.
60. I'll be honest. 66 on a 60.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. All right?
I'm just the jackass music plays.
You grab her arm. You grab her arm, and her momentum stops rather quickly, and it kind of catches you off because you expected to grab her arm and still make a couple of steps, but it doesn't work like that, and your feet kind of get bound up in hers, and she falls forward.
I lean in if I can. I lean in so she falls on me and not the ground.
Roll luck.
You should waste every bit. Like, you just waste everything right now, bro.
24 on a 47.
You're able to,
That was the second 24.
as you're falling, kind of twist your leg inward to kind of catch her instead of fall on top of her. She still lands on her stomach, but on top of you. You have a grab on her, and you can feel her stomach kind of just like bulging and pressing into you, and she lets out this scream of pain.
Okay.
Just this, "Ah!" And she tries to push herself off of you to stand back up. What do you do?
Okay. I'm like holding on to her as hard as I can. Is she now, like, she just ran away from an officer and refused, is that?
That's
resisting
charge.
arrest.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
it's a
stand up and
Is
do
that
the 21
Yes,
Jump
it is.
Street, do the Miranda rights, but just scream it.
The question is, resisting arrest. She wasn't being arrested.
Yeah. She was just
Fleeing.
Evading an
Fleeing in
officer?
general. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can throw whatever you want at it. I mean, you could say whatever you want to her, but
Yeah.
once you get to the DA, you'll find out exactly what the situation is.
Okay. Yeah, grab onto her as hard as I can.
You have a good grab, like a good hold on her, and you kind of lift her up off the ground and hold her, and you're holding like both her arms, and she's still trying to struggle, and then slowly just kind of like looks at you, and her teeth are gritted, and you can see like she looks rough. And you've seen her before? Question mark? Have you?
Only from afar.
Yeah, so this is your first time kind of seeing her like face to face. She looks like early to mid 40s, but brunette hair. She's still kind of trying to squirm and squeeze out a little bit, but it's kind of like she's giving the effort but not actually really trying. She looks really tired.
I throw cuffs on her. I'm like, actually, fuck. Can I roll law and see if I can do that?
I mean,
Definitely can.
Can I?
I mean, you can. You're detaining her and she's trying to resist it, but
yeah.
the question is, you're saying, can I do that? You can do whatever you want. Will you get in trouble when you get back to the station? Probably not.
No. Okay.
It may be down the line if she chooses to sue the police department or something like that, but at the end of the day, this is a very important person to the case, so everyone at this station who's higher than you would have your back if you were to throw the cuffs on right now. You understand that?
I cuff her. Yeah.
What does it sound like?
What do I say, or what is?
What do the cuffs sound like?
Yeah, I pull the cuffs out, and they're like, and I'm like, yeah.
That was fucking good. I didn't expect all that. If it was me, I would have been like,
Yeah. If anybody didn't know, Alex made that noise with his mouth.
he did. He made that sound with his dick.
That's exactly right.
So what are you doing?
I'm like, ma'am, you're being detained for 24 hours. You'll be with the Linwood Falls Violent Crimes Unit.
Why?
I am Sergeant Roy McNeil.
Why?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything... Actually, that's all I'm going to say. You have the right to remain silent. Would you stand up for me? And I start to stand up.
Yeah, and she stands up. She kind of gives you like this ugly look, this mean mug. I have a kid I got to take care of.
Mm-hmm. I say it. I'm like, mm-hmm. And I smirk a little bit. And I'm like, all right, car's this way. Come on.
You start walking her, and she doesn't resist, but she does consistently ask, "Why? Why? What am I being arrested for? What am I being arrested for?"
You're being detained for questioning, and you'll learn about that when you talk to my colleagues. Thank you for your cooperation.
Come into view, you see Roy with a cuffed pregnant woman in tow. At this point, the commotion that this entire situation has entailed, including her screaming, has caught the attention of some of the residents of the trailer park who are now looking onto this scene. What do you do, Caleb?
Ma'am, do you need any medical attention?
No.
How are you? Nothing at all. Your child, we obviously not being detained, but we can watch after her.
She'll
for the
be
next
fine.
24 hours. Here alone.
Yes.
Your child will be fine.
Yes.
I spit on her.
Will you tell me what I'm being arrested for? No, no one wants to. No one will.
Ma'am, would you... So you wouldn't like your child to be taken care of while you're detained?
She's fine.
24 hours.
She's fine.
I open the back door for her.
She gets in.
I need to ask another law question. Are we allowed to walk into her house?
I need you to roll law,
Sure.
because it is complicated.
15 on a 55.
Hey.
Alright, so... she's being detained, she's not being arrested. Can you go into the house if you are aware of a crime, right? Something that's visible, something that, would need a police officer to go in there to do. No such crime has taken place.
Is this type of child neglect not a crime?
Nope.
Is fleeing a cop not a crime?
No.
But weren't we there to detain her? We were there to detain her.
Detain her, not
anyways.
arrest her. That's the difference.
Okay, so she still fled. She
She didn't flee an arrest. She just ran
Can you
away
check
from
that?
a cop. Check what?
on the computer or something.
For 1960. I just got done when we started the session telling you that I read the fucking 600-page penal code.
There's no way. You can. I've watched too much Cops, bro. You can definitely arrest them for that shit. Anytime.
What if we're invited into the house?
You could. That could work. I mean, the question is the law. The law, as you understand it, its interpretation is up to the district attorney and the case and what this case gets.
I mean, there's a degree of this that if it's up to the district attorney, like we have her on record saying my 4-year-old, four? How old is the girl? 4, right?
Yeah.
4-year-old girl is fine alone.
But like
she's vehemently
for 20
it's not a crime though.
No, I'm like, as evidence against. So,
and also,
yeah.
it's
you know what
not,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
it's not.
We're getting good stuff.
It's not a crazy thing to believe that the district attorney would overlook certain transgressions against the law that are beneficial to the case as a whole. The biggest thing that you might be able to get her on because she ran is maybe obstruction of justice. Maybe.
Is the does she have a storm door and a screen door, or just a storm door?
Yeah, and the storm door is open and the screen door is shut.
So I open the car door and I'm like, watch your head, lower.
She goes in.
Okay, and then I turn and I walk up to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the girl?
She's sitting at the kitchen table, drawing with crayons.
She hasn't seen anything.
Nope.
How are you gonna play this? Do you want me to stay here with her?
We can.
She sees you,
Mm-hmm.
the woman that you have detained, walk up. She has visual on you.
Yeah. I turn around. I want to look at her. What is she looking at us?
Yeah, angrily.
I have a lot of law questions. Next law question is like, okay, if we're invited in, right? But this little 4-year-old girl, she's not the property owner, right? That wouldn't work, right? If the girl says come in.
I'm going to go back to what I previously said.
Mm-hmm.
You say law, legal. What are you asking? Rules as written or rules as interpreted?
Yeah. I'm saying, are we going to...
Will you fuck up the case if you are asked into the home or welcomed into the home by this little child and you go in? No, it's not going to fuck up the case.
Okay. Yeah. I'll walk in then. Fuck it. I knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. And the little girl looks up and tiptoes over. Looks up through the screen door at you.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking.
I kneel down. I'm like, "Hey there. I'm Roy. I'm a police officer," and I show her my shiny shiny badge.
And she looks at it.
I thought you were gonna say gun.
I've seen one of that.
I'm like, can I come in and ask you a couple of questions?
Roll persuade. Whatever you roll, take 20 away from it.
All right. 53 on a 62. So I rolled a 73.
Mhm.
So, okay.
She looks up. Okay. Opens the door.
All right. I wave over to Caleb.
And take one look back at the car.
She's banging the cuffs against the glass, and you can hear the tick tack 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 of the cuffs banging against the glass.
Is the car locked?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm like, you want to come in?
Yeah, I want to go in there.
All right, yeah, walk in. I would look over to Charles and his gang.
He's just looking. He's got the boombox.
Nice. Does he have any music yet?
Nope.
Yeah, walk in and, I'm like, hey, so what's your name?
Laura.
Hey, Laura.
I don't think we got a name on her yet. Does he kind of have her attention?
Mm-hmm.
Can I start snooping?
What are you snooping for?
Did we say there was another room in this house, or is it this one main room and then a bedroom?
So it's this one main room, an attached kitchen, that bedroom, and then a bathroom.
Can I go into the bathroom?
Yeah.
Look for more pill bottles.
Roll search.
I kind of just want to, like, talk her up as I'm looking around. Kinda.
6 on a 42.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I'm, like, looking. So she's at this, like, dining room, small dining area. Is this where she's at?
Yeah.
Drawing? So, yeah, I'm, like, I want to, like, kind of open up cabinets and look through, like, the cabinet, whatever cabinets that they have. And I'm like, so, how old are you, Laura?
And, like, so this is, like, the whole thing of just, like, talking to her while you're, like,
Yeah.
opening shit up.
Yeah.
All right, you roll search, too. Going into the bathroom, there's not a lot of pill bottles there.
Anything else of note in the bathroom with that?
No, nothing that sticks out to you.
No cabinets in this main room.
If you come out back into the main room, it looks like Roy's starting to slowly...
I didn't know if he was going through the kitchen.
Kitchen and this adjoining main room.
Yeah.
87 on a 48.
87 on 48, nothing really catches your eye. General stuff.
Okay.
If I think he's got this pretty covered,
Yeah, it seems like it.
I'm going to go back outside and just watch the car.
Okay.
Fuck, am I allowed to be doing this, man?
As you walk back out, you can see that she's stopped banging on the glass, and she's just sitting in the back.
Get in the passenger seat.
She doesn't say anything.
I saw the whole fucking scene of Ray talking to Laura while Jerry jumps in to the bedroom area.
Yep.
I know that Jerry was in there. I want to go in there and open up drawers and shit. I don't want to be breaking the law. All right? I don't. So I know the kitchen was like I feel like once I go in the bedroom and start opening shit, it's like a full...
So you've kind of entered this gray area
Mm-hmm.
where you're not entirely sure whether or not what you're doing is legal. The one thing that you do know is regardless of whether or not it's legal, even if it's kind of wishy-washy, the question in court will always be, how was this evidence procured? So it would be a safe bet that no matter what you're doing, how legal it is at this point, because it's a gray area, most likely any evidence that you collect during this little escapade will be inadmissible. Information is not evidence, obviously, as shown by Jerry's exploits, but probably not something that you can put on a case as evidence in court.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look around then, and so that just to get my own eyes on the pills, on the gun serial number.
What pills?
The pills that were found in the bedroom.
No, there's no pills in here. Open up almost all the cabinets. There's no pills. You do see the gun that was mentioned. You see some banded money, but no pills.
So while searching through the bedroom, no pills.
Yeah, none at all.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you're taking a good 10 minutes to go through pretty much everything in here. Yeah. And Laura's making small talk and talking about her favorite color and her favorite animal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pigeon, by the way.
Ugh.
That's nice. Okay, yeah, walk out of the bedroom. How much? I guess that's it, because Caleb, you hit the bathroom area. Is that it? Pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much covered this whole place.
Okay. All right, Laura. So, look, do you have anything going on today? Has your mom made any plans for you for the day?
No.
No. Well, you stay here and you sit tight. Your mom's got to go run some errands, but I might be back to come pick you up and take you to your mom.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Laura.
She runs back, starts coloring again.
Yeah, get back in the car.
That whole thing takes maybe about like 10 minutes. Is there anything that you say to her while you're in the passenger seat?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I load up the 90210 soundtrack. I play it pretty loud.
The Hawaii 5-0?
Oh, was it Hawaii? It was 90210 like 30 years later.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You get in the driver's seat?
Yeah.
And where are you heading?
Back to the station.
And where do you guys go after the hospital?
When we get in the car, I get on the radio.
This is so this is right after you're done at the hospital?
Nah, well,
I was gonna say
we,
that probably.
yeah,
be
we
like-
would have talked after. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to talk about. We jumped, but yeah,
Okay.
I imagine we would have digested what happened. I was just gonna say like.
Well, I was thinking maybe the radio goes off while he's in the back looking for the med pack, like he said he was doing.
Ooh.
Would that be the kind of the right time?
Oh no. Well, I was gonna ask like, what's the status? But if he hasn't really done anything, then hasn't done anything. So it doesn't. Really
So like after you're done at the hospital, you wouldn't have checked in?
I would have, but he says nothing. So.
Okay. All right.
Right. But yeah, I was gonna say we just head back. Like
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm thinking, why would they be at another hospital?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I call on the radio to them?
Yeah.
Headed back to the station now. Can you call into Lang? You know where you need him. Alright.
Abrupt ending. Okay.
You gotta say you're not gonna say
Are we like driving?
Let's go back to the station.
I'm just gonna say to you, like, I'm not even gonna like. I guess they got her.
That was easy.
What time is it?
At this point, looking at
That was easy. She ran like. Roy's like.
10:15, quarter after.
Would I think that any reporters would be here yet?
Probably not.
Okay. Just trying to avoid reporters seeing us bringing a 9-month pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Would not be the best idea.
Probably like dirt stains all over.
Oh, barefoot. I didn't put the shoes back on her.
All right. So you guys arrive first, Ray and Jerry. Make your way in.
Yeah, I find Lang immediately.
You see him. He's at the coffee machine, and he's pouring a pot of coffee into the top part of the coffee maker.
Unreal.
I kind of quietly enter the room so he doesn't like.
You watch his whole process as he
Yeah, I don't want him to see me. You know.
pours the hot coffee into the top, puts the empty container under, like the empty pot under, and then makes another pot of coffee using the pot of coffee as the water.
Is that a thing?
No way.
For Aaron Lang,
Double coffee.
All right. Well, right when he's like just getting done, I assume he's got 2 cups like filled to the top.
Yep.
The liquid's higher than the top of the cup.
Yep.
Right? It's perfect.
Yep.
As soon as he tries to turn around, I just go, "Yo, Lang!"
And he
Right?
jumps and like the coffee kind of like jumps up and he kind of catches most of it back in the cup and takes a sip out of it so it doesn't spill. Detective,
How you doing?
I am quite well.
You staying up?
I'm working on it.
All right. Well, I assume you heard about the little 24-hour powwow you're gonna have.
Can't wait to find out what it's about.
Well, I got it for you.
Let's hear it. Lay it on me.
You're gonna be babysitting a little girl.
Is this VCU slang for something?
Jesus Christ, what would that be slang for?
No,
You don't give a fuck. It just rides for these motherfuckers.
at least for now, you're gonna be watching this little girl. Did you read any case files involving the woman at the trailer? Do you know about the it's a woman. It's a daughter. She has a daughter. The woman is. You didn't read any of the case.
Nope.
We're bringing the woman in for questioning.
Right.
In connection with all this other shit we've been doing.
Okay.
That you've been doing, like. but she's got a daughter, and the daughter's 4 would just be fine.
Where do you need me?
The trailer.
Now?
You know where the trailer is. Watch the girl.
You got it.
Keep your radio on you.
You got it.
Go
Bye,
ahead.
Ray. And he runs off.
Ray's like, kick rocks, dude. While he does all this, I want to like gather like pictures and shit like that we might want to use
Okay.
and just keep them by the glass and
Gotcha.
in a manila envelope or something. That
You
she
guys
can't see.
pull up to the police station with a pregnant woman in the backseat of your car.
Is there somebody inside that would be, I don't know how to say this in I guess normal terms, that like would be helpful as like a medic in a situation like this? Preferably a woman, maybe?
Probably not like on site. I mean, you can call EMTs to come down, and it wouldn't be like a huge deal to, you know, ask for some medical personnel on site because you're interrogating a pregnant woman.
No, not right now.
Okay.
All right. Open the back door. Ma'am. Kind of put up my hand.
She kind of
Try to help her.
throws her hands against your hand and wiggles her way out and stands up. So her
Can
hands.
I pat her down?
Would you like to?
Yes, we never did this.
Yeah, sure.
So her hands are cuffed, but they're kind of positioned like under her stomach, kind of still supporting her stomach.
She got a bomb.
She's wearing like jeans and like a super simple blouse. If you just kind of like tap up and down, she has nothing in her pockets whatsoever, and she's barefoot, like I mentioned, wearing like bell-bottom jeans.
She was... What? Wait, she was barefoot outside in January?
Yes,
Jesus. All right, you help her inside.
she wasn't wearing a jacket either. Bring her inside. Guy at the front desk. I mean, you're used to the night shift guys. This is the day shift guy. You don't really know who he is. Yeah, he looks up and he asks, "Booking?"
We got an interrogation room open.
Yeah.
Got an extra pair of boots, socks.
Yeah.
Grab them for me.
All right. What's her name?
We got a Nancy Gossman.
Gossman. Gotcha. I'll let the lieutenant know. You bring her over to the open interrogation room?
Yeah.
Did
Sit-
she hear her? Did she hear him say that?
Did Lang leave before they got there?
Yes.
I wish I would have saw that interaction. Oh, you got her. This is the mom. Oh my god, bro.
So you bring her in,
Mm-hmm.
sit her down. What else you do?
You sure? Nothing medical. Don't need to be checked out.
No, it's fine.
You know the due date?
Any day now. I figured it would have been about 10 minutes ago, but looks like it wants to stay inside me a little bit longer, so who am I to stop it?
If you need anything, just ask. Can I hand her the boots and socks?
Yeah. She's still cuffed. Do you uncuff her?
Can I try to put them on her?
You can take the time and try, and she doesn't resist. She lets you put them on.
And then I walk out of the room.
Yeah, I never walked in the room,
Mm-hmm.
so
You guys are just kind of standing there looking at the glass.
Mm-hmm. Can I set up is it always recording in here?
No.
Can I start to set up the
Yeah.
recording devices and then get on the other side of the glass?
So, setting up the preliminaries of an interrogation with a pregnant woman, you watch her sit in solace in a cold glass room. And that is where we're going to pick up next session.
Thanks for listening to this episode of LFVCU, a Nasty Table production.